Texas Rangers have lost again to the Angels, and Ohtani will not be pitched. But what he did on Sunday, and what he did for 7 innings, strike out people, 99.9 point, I believe, well, 99, 9, well, fastball, the, the slider, the curveball. This guy was striking people out like nothing else. And I just ask, shouldn't this have been Yu Darvish? Because Yu Darvish was a guy that really just wanted to show off how he could strike people out. But this guy really just was like, well, Ohtani was really like, I'm not really going to show off. I'm just going to show you a little bit of how I can strike you out. And that's going to be my main focus. But with Yu Darvish, it's like, let me show you some of my fancy kind of pitches so I can just be, oh man, that's incredible. How did he do that? And it's just like and they're like, what? He still strikes people out, but Ohtani is more just struck you out. I'm out of here. See ya. And this is the difference between Yu Darvish, a showman, and Ohtani, a guy that wants to just strike you out and say later. And that's pretty much all he's about. And that's a good thing. That is a great thing. But it doesn't look very good for the Rangers. But it looks really good for the A's with their new pitcher. And in their news, Dirk Nowitzki will be playing his 21st season as a Maverick. And hopefully he can be healthy and ready to go. And I think I'm going to talk about more because the career that Dirk's had is just freaking incredible. I never could imagine having a player on the Mavericks like Dirk. And the Germinator, the greatness of Dirk Nowitzki, that's the most incredible thing. And still playing today? Wow. Who thought that would be happening? I was really thinking that this might be his last year, but maybe I was wrong about that too. But we'll have to talk about that more, because I think this is an interesting subject. But playoffs are... Yep, the Spurs are in the playoffs, but how far do you think they can go without Leonard? That's the question. How far can they really go without Leonard? But hey, maybe Leonard will be ready to go, but I'm not too sure about that. I'm not too sure about that at all. And then, if he does go, maybe San Antonio does have a chance. Maybe San Antonio has a good chance of getting themselves far in the playoffs. But I still think the Rockets is the team that is going to be hard to beat in the playoffs. But it's going to be an interesting playoffs. It's the end of the NBA season, and it's time for celebration time for the playoffs of the NBA. And we'll talk about that even more in more videos, because I always love playoff time, but I haven't had very much time to watch a lot of basketball games. Well, some, but not a lot. But I think I'm going to pay close attention to the San Antonio Spurs, Rockets, and pretty much everything that's happening in the playoffs. And the Stars, they don't make the playoffs either. Sheesh. Mavericks don't make the... Well, the Mavericks don't make the playoffs. They had their last game, and they wanted them to lose so we can have a draft pick. Good draft pick, but hopefully it goes all well, and we get a good draft pick and maybe a good player that we can develop, like Dennis Smith Jr. and some of the other players, and become a team that can compete in the playoffs. But the Stars, the Dallas Mavericks, are not in the playoffs, and I can assume that we will be talking about the Texas Rangers will not be in the playoffs this year, and we might be selling Cole Hamels, Beltre, and probably Andrews. But we'll just have to see. It's not even the first part of the season, but the Texas Rangers are plagued by injuries, and Odor, Shields, Pfister, and our pitcher tonight could not get himself. I don't know. He couldn't even last long enough to get himself to 7 innings. I just wish we had a pitcher. I just like three pitchers that last maybe 7 or 6 innings. It's not too much to ask. Is it too much to ask? I don't think so. I don't think so. But maybe it is. Maybe it's not. But interesting sports stuff. It seems like the black cloud of sports losing is above the Dallas Mavericks, the Stars, and the Texas Rangers. Hopefully it's not as bad for the Dallas Cowboys. But we'll have to see. But you know what? Even if we lose, it's always Dallas sports and San Antonio and Texas Rangers. Texas Longhorns and the Red Raiders. Because that's how I do sports. I am Dude. Thank you for joining me for Sports Happening Update. And as always, awesome, radical, cowabunga, dude. Hello everybody, thank you for enjoying the Dude video. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell, and I'll see you next time. Sports and entertainment on Dude.